1 minute ago, Labour totally slammed Starmer in heated clash on live TV. Buckle up, because this is Westminster hypocrisy at its most disgraceful. Labour MP Debbie Abrahams just managed to pull off one of the most jaw-dropping political cell-phones in recent memory. In a single committee meeting, she exposed not just the government's cruelty, but her own shocking double standards, and the fallout is nothing short of political meltdown. Here's the scene: the Prime Minister is in the liaison committee, expecting the usual round of questions. Then in strides Debbie Abrahams, chair of the Work and Pensions Committee, ready to deliver what she clearly believed would be her career-defining speaking truth to power moment. With solemn conviction, she looked the PM straight in the eye and declared she was ashamed of the government's disability benefit cuts. She called the legislation a disgrace and claimed it betrayed Labour values at their core. Dramatic, emotional, Twitter fodder. Except for one tiny, unforgivable detail, Debbie Abrahams voted for the cuts herself. Not once, not twice, but twice. This wasn't a gaffe. This was political arson. She lit the fire, then stood outside screaming about the smoke. If hypocrisy were an Olympic sport, Abrahams just took home the gold. And these cuts aren't small change. We're talking about £2 billion slashed every single year from a universal credit health element starting this April. That's not an abstract number. That's 50,000 disabled people potentially pushed into poverty. Lives dismantled. Futures wrecked. But sure, Debbie, tell us more about your shame. The crocodile tears are really moving. Even worse, disability activists are not buying it. They saw straight through the charade in seconds. Paula Peters from Disabled People Against Cuts eviscerated Abrahams, calling her comments empty words and demanding she save the fake remorse. Linda Burnip, DPAC's co-founder, delivered a line that should haunt every MP in Westminster. If you're opposed to something, the moral thing to do is vote against it. Revolutionary, isn't it voting with your principles? Someone tell Debbie, because clearly that memo got lost. Social media exploded. X, Twitter, users tore through Abraham's record with the precision of forensic auditors and the fury of people whose lives are on the line. She was humiliated, exposed, and absolutely demolished online. The backlash was so brutal it made a feeding frenzy of piranhas look merciful. And where was Keir Starmer in all this, dodging questions like his life depended on it? When pressed about the devastating impact on disabled people, he slid into the kind of polished deflection that would make a magician jealous. The system is broken. It needs mending, he muttered, while offering no concrete answers. Asked about disability benefits, he pivoted to employment. Asked about poverty, more employment talk. It was like asking someone their favorite color and getting a TED talk on cloud formations. And when confronted with examples of successful pilot schemes, Starmer went so vague you'd think he was quoting a horoscope. Very successful schemes. Which ones, apparently? We'll never know. Here's the sickening reality. While Westminster plays its games of fake shame and political theatre, real people are staring down real suffering. Debbie herself cited a horrifying statistic: one job for every 333 disabled people in Greater Manchester. That's not a soundbite. That's thousands of lives trapped in a system rigged to fail them. And what's the government's grand solution? Telling employers to be nicer. You might as well fix a collapsing roof with a motivational poster. Debbie Abrahams thought she was delivering a righteous blow to the government. Instead, she exposed a rot at the heart of Parliament, where empty words replace real action, and where votes cast in silence come back to destroy you under the harsh light of public scrutiny. Her record is permanent. Her hypocrisy is undeniable. And the damage she's helped inflict on disabled people? Unforgivable. So, here's the takeaway. Voting records are tattoos. They don't wash off when you decide to perform outrage for the cameras. Debbie Abrahams just learned that the hard way. And as for this government's approach to disability benefits, it's giving off one vibe: we tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Westminster should be ashamed. But instead of shame, we get theatre. Instead of action, we get